all you see. Forget all about devotion. You say it like you wanna be.
Hello guys, RamiX back for another video, and this is part 2 to What If Naruto Was Born with Sage Mode. And the like goal is going to be 80 likes, and please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we left off with Naruto being dead last in his class, but still doing the best on the test, as Aruka's time for the last spar of the year basically was now, as Naruto then had a very gleeful smirk on his face, as he thought, yes, I'll finally be able to test my strength against people of my age. And that Sauske guy, that girl behind me with the pink hair was talking about, I'll see if it's all talk. As Naruto then heard Aruka say, we're playing Champ Fighter, basically a game where, say, Choji defeated Shikamaru, then he would basically keep fighting until he lost, if you see where I'm going. As Aruka then said, Naruto and Sakura, as Naruto then said, this will be a piece of cake, just watch, Uchiha Sasuke. As Naruto then blitzed Sakura, pushing her down to the ground with his hands over her breast, shocking her that Naruto didn't care about her boundaries and that she couldn't even see him. As she then said, what a pervert, get off of me. As Naruto then black flipped off of her breast yet again, landing on his feet. As she then looked at him, as he had basically violated her, as that's what she said. As Naruto then said, technically you're a Kunoichi on the battlefield or against an enemy nin. They won't care if you feel violated, because there aren't laws for such a thing, because it doesn't matter. Now get up and actually attempt to hit me. As she just gave up, he just basically blitzed everyone else afterwards, until he got to Sasuke, as he now analyzed Sasuke, as he then said, hey you, Sasuke Uchiha, let's see what all this talks about. As Naruto then blitzed Sasuke so fast, Sasuke thought Naruto was standing still, as he then used a frog toad slap, slamming him into a tree, as he then said, never mind. Yes, it's all talk. As Aruka ended it and Sasuke was admitted to the hospital, as they basically had their introductions, and Sasuke and Sakura's goes the same, and for Naruto he says he likes training with the frogs and toads at Mount Myopoku and eating ramen, sometimes, as well as healthy veggies and fruits, and I hate when people look down on others or don't work for their strength, or judge you based on what they think. And my dream? Well, it's to become Hokage and fulfill my role as the child of prophecy. And we now skip to the bell test. Also, side note, the Uchiha Massacre has happened. And if I don't address it in another series, it means that it has happened. Anyhow, Naruto is staring at Kakashi as they locked eyes. As Naruto opened his eyes, as orange pigments then appeared around them. As Kakashi then said, what kind of dojutsu is that? No way. Could that be Sage Mode? As Naruto then thought to himself, devising a plan, a full-fledged one at that, to grab both of the bells. As Naruto ran at Kakashi so fast he couldn't even see him with his base eyes, as Naruto used a toad frog slap yet again on Kakashi this time, who then felt nothing, getting back up as he then coughed up some blood, as Kakashi then said, where did you learn that move? That fast? You're only a genin. As Naruto then said, my hate, Kakashi. Hate? Yeah, hate. The hate from the villagers and my dreams of becoming a Hokage pushed me to being this fast and having the abilities I do now. As Naruto then kicked Kakashi into the air, as he created a Rasengan, plunging it into Kakashi. As Kakashi then said, the Rasengan as well? Impossible. As Naruto then said, wind style, wind blockage tunnel, creating a sort of cube that Kakashi was trapped in with Naruto, basically like the perfect cube from 7 Deadly Sins if you've watched that. And so that Sasuke and Sakura couldn't reach him, as he smirked, kicking Kakashi again, as Kakashi went into the wind wall, which can only be broken with lightning levels speeds and with the lightning cutter, which is the Chidori, or stuff that scales lightning timer level. as it cut up his back a bit. But Kakashi doesn't know this, as Naruto then said, now, combination style. Jutsu. Double toad slap. Wind cube. As Naruto created a shadow clone who used the toad slap with him, bouncing Kakashi around the cube, eventually knocking him out. As Naruto released the cube, as Kakashi fell out and Naruto landed on his feet, shocking Sasuke and Sakura. Due to Naruto's immense levels of chakra and power, they couldn't really see it, but to Sasuke, it just meant that Kakashi was weak. Though he pondered, was it because he was just too strong for even a Jonin like Kakashi? But he brushed it off as Naruto using some cheap trick on Kakashi, as Kakashi then took them on D-rank missions, though he didn't know Sakura was qualified to be a Genin, as she didn't show any signs of it, besides her having pretty decent grades in the academy. As Naruto then said, these are so boring. A and B rank missions are way more fun, and even S rank missions. As Kakashi then said, and how would you know about those, especially S rank missions? As Naruto then said, I do them all the time with Pervy Sage, at least before I got back. As Kakashi thought to himself about what Jiraiya could have taught him, and that if Naruto should even be on the team. As eventually Naruto persuaded Kakashi to ask for a B rank mission, but he said no. Hiruzen declined it, of course. A C rank is fine, as Naruto then said okay, but let's make it quick, as C ranks tend to be a tiny bit boring, but less boring than D ranks, so it's fine. As the next day they set out, as Naruto then bit his finger, slamming it onto the ground, summoning Gamakin, as he asked him to get to the Land of Waves, telling him the location of it, as he got there in a dozen jumps. As Naruto then desummoned him. Also, the Demon Brothers don't attack them, as they can't find them, as they're literally jumping on a toad, so yeah. And even if they did, they'll get dealt with like how they did in the original. And now we will be skipping, to their first encounter with Zabuza and Haku. As Naruto then said, I'll end this quickly, blitzing Zabuza, as he then said, Sage Art, Starch Syrup Gun, wrapping around Zabuza, becoming very, very sticky and basically trapping him, kind of like Boil Release. As he then blitzed Haku, as Haku dodged his punch with his sheer speed, as Naruto then said, you're fast for a kid. As he then said, but I'm even faster! As Naruto took off all of his weights, distracting Haku with a massive dust cloud that she couldn't see through. As Zabuza was attempting to break out of the syrup starch encasement, as Naruto took off all his weights, zooming around Haku so quickly that Haku remarked that his speed was equivalent to his own. As Haku then used his full speed, fighting Naruto, Beta, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Sakura, as well as Zabuza, they were blurs of speed, only appearing when they striked. As Naruto then said, let's get this over with, creating 10,000 shadow clones, as he then said, good job, Haku. As Haku then jumped up into the air, throwing dozens of Senbon at Naruto's clones, who hadn't dispersed, as Naruto then forced them to pop, as Naruto then fell to the ground, as he has popped his shadow clones, which means that he would feel what they feel, as Naruto's legs had severed, their tendons being broken, making him half as fast permanently, even with the Nine-Tails chakra, which means he's about, well, with the Nine-Tails chakra he can get, like, faster, but he can never regain the speed that he had before. Eventually he can, but yeah. Which means he's about 4th to 3rd gate elite level in speed. As Naruto then closed his eyes, as his clones were being easily dealt with by Haku's speed and Senbon, as well as various other ninja tools like Shuriken, Kunai, Ninja Wire, etc. As Naruto was meditating, persuading the Nine-Tails to lend him chakra. As Naruto convinced him with the threat of dying, and Kurama having to find a new host. As Kurama thought to himself, that's not too bad, but what is bad is he doesn't want to have to rebirth himself. As he agreed, giving Naruto some chakra, fusing with his sage chakra, punching Haku and breaking his mask. As he then said, it's over, slamming Haku to the ground, as Kakashi prepared a Chidori, using it on Zabuza, killing him. As Naruto then killed Haku, as Haku's last words were, I believe in you, Naruto. As Naruto then buried them with the rest of Team 7 as they then return to the village, being congratulated for doing such a high-rank mission, but most of the praise was towards Naruto, as he basically soloed them both with Kakashi's minimal aid, as he also thought it was really easy, because he had already been on A-rank missions before, as this is where I'll be ending this part, and the like goal is going to be 80 likes, so yeah, but if it doesn't hit the like goal, eventually I'll still upload another part, so please like, share, comment, subscribe, and click on the link in the description down below, and as always, RamiX out. Subscribe.